Okay, so now we're being recorded. Um, if did you get those documents from Aubrey explaining the Kibalon celebration? Did he provide that to you? Copies?
You mean to me?
Yes, sir.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let the CEO kind of get a little bit more into this, but today this is not a conclusive meeting, meaning anything discussed is what it is, just a discussion. And should we come to an agreement, which if we can, it would be great for both of us, all of us, we'll develop a document for you to sign as how you can comply with what we're expecting. So, Mr. Gay, if you will, you want to kind of get more into details. So, or if you want me to continue to talk, if you don't know it, I can do a lot of talking. So,
Yes, no, no, you can continue.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Seafield, and if I mispronounce your name, just overlook it. It's just that it takes me time to get used to names that's quite
It's fine.
unfamiliar to me. But here lies one of, I think, the biggest opportunities that will happen in our natural world by individuals who are disconnected all across the globe. Um,
Mhm.
we are planning to do the first Akibalon global celebration. Um, Are you familiar with the word Akibalon, which I think you might? If you're not, I'll explain more to you.
How you pronounce it?
Akibalon. You might say Akibalon.
I'll keep, yeah, like the original name of for Africa.
Shoot, there you go. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Uh, Listen, it is something that even some people who live on that
Yeah.
continent don't know that.
Yes.
A lot of people around the world don't know that or understand it, but that is the original name, and it means the motherland,
Yes.
mankind. Um, it is known without any doubts that the first humans were melanated people, right?
Yes.
Unquestionable. And everybody knows that. Whether they admit it or not, they do know it. And everybody, point of reference, know that the place that's called Africa, which I don't like that name because of that little tagline, the dark continent. I don't like that. But
Yeah.
Akibalon was the original, most ancient name that the continent was known by. So, what is this fostering of the name that we're talking about, and what is the importance of it? We want to, July 26, 2026, have the first annual Akibalon Global Celebration. We want to celebrate the mere fact that the creator, you might say God or whatever, it's up to you, Most High, or a different name, um, when he created the first images of himself and placed them on the earth, it was not in Europe, not in Japan, South America, Alaska. It was in Kivalon. So, in essence, that makes where you are now a Kivalon. Of all of the land mass on the earth that we have today, it is the most significant piece of land because that's where the Creator declared His image and likeness to be to be born and to be made and to be created. So we want to, for a couple of things, is to restore the awareness that the importance of a Kibalon. And I don't like Africa because Africa represents all of the negatives that goes along with colonizing. But I love a Kibalon and the people. And I'll send a copy of a hat that I have developed. It says, I am a Kibalon, not African. So that's kind of like, wow, where are you going? So we want to celebrate that uniqueness. We want the entire earth in days and years and months and decades to come to look respectfully at a Kibalon for what it is. Not only is a Kibalon, in my opinion, is the most valuable piece of land mass on the earth, But if you look across the heavens, all the other planets out there, there's no other landmass that we know consciously that the Creator created humans or His image and likeness on any of those planets. So that means that a Kibbalon is much more valuable than any other piece of landmass in the universe that we know of. So we want to embrace that. We want the people who are there to understand who they are. And it is a bold step into the future that we're taking. So what we're looking for is a host city. And I explained to Mr. Armory that we would look for a host city. And he automatically told me of what he has done there with the Caribbeans, that Tanzania might be the right place. So I haven't asked you what you do and how you could get involved, but from what you've heard so far, have I made a point that you understand?
Yes, I understand. I do.
Okay.
Tanzania would be the right choice for that, because actually, me and Aubrey were planning to do it since like starting this year, but we missed that one. There's something we created and call it Africa Day.
Yeah, I
But
heard that. Yeah, and he told me about that. Now,
Aubrey,
the only
Aubrey
thing
told
about it,
you. Okay,
uh,
okay.
the only
Uh,
thing about
yeah,
Africa Day, let me say this.
yeah.
Um, I'm not stepping out to make the world comfortable. Okay.
Yeah, no, but this the name the Archibald will be perfect
Okay.
to do. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
I really I agree with that one because this is really like original
Who you
something.
are. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So I thought maybe he had already hosted that event, but now I understand that was something that you guys were looking to develop. Um,
yes,
so some of the criterias, and it's not what it's going to be because it's the first time, but we're going to look for accommodation for the celebration. We want to look at the support that you can generate in your area to
yeah,
get participants of it. We are looking to market different things. We need to grow financially. Part of that growth will be able to have people to travel from all over the continent. It may not happen in 2026, but it is a start. And but eventually, we'll have, I would say, airplane loaded of people coming to celebrate, to come
yes,
to the motherland of mankind. Um, and for people who may have always wanted to, this will give them the opportunity to do so. Um, so the first event would be tantamount to our success going forward. Okay. Uh, so we have to know if you have not only residential accommodation, but should we have large gatherings for meetings, we would hope that you can make provisions for that. Um, and by the way, I will lay the cards on the table. Any gouging that is perceived by the hearts of those who might say that they're going to make a killing, I will kill the event from coming to your city. Just that simple. Okay.
yeah,
We want it. We want people who participate to understand that we are trying to bring diaspora and native Africans together. And we don't want those who live in a host city to look at it as an opportunity to enrich themselves. To make a fair profit, okay, but try to make your life living off of that one time, that won't swing. And I'm not trying to be nasty and detestable, but I'm trying to say that this is the most meaningful event that we can put together. You've heard, I'm sure, that you can't ever get us to come together. Have you not heard that?
but
Well, if you have not, that's like the unspoken concept, a concept that, and we say that in America, you can't ever get black people together um, to organize and unify. Uh, we want the Akibalon celebration in time and over time to exactly do just that, where melanated people will wake up on that day, look at their skin, their face, their hair, and say, I am the image and likeness of the Creator. I, who you see. So I don't need
Yes.
to bleach my skin. I don't need to do anything to myself because I am
Yeah.
perfect as I am. So we want the pride of who people are to come out with this event, okay? To celebrate the closeness that we have. And no other race on the earth, as someone said, the Black woman is the mother of all races. Uh, Take it in front of any scientific uh, arena, and they will validate that to be true. So if the Black female is the mother of all of mankind, she's going to damn well be treated and respected that way. Excuse my harshness, but I'm very strong with my opinion about this.
Yes.
So, um, so we want to do maybe a week-long event, but we may not be at that point yet. But give me your initial thoughts so far, sir, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Based on what we were planning to do, we had a program to, okay, I think we have to align with what you, with this idea, and I suppose that is it's the best idea to join the hands and to put the, to put all the energy, efforts, and everything together between
Yes,
us and you,
yes,
so we can create something better. So
right,
uh, the fact that Tanzania, I would say Tanzania is the deepest and the highest of the continent.
yes,
We have the deepest lake in Africa, which is
yes,
called Lake Tanganyika,
yes,
and we have the highest mountain, which is Mount Kilimanjaro.
yes.
And right here where I am, I'm right on the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro, very close to me, just
Okay,
about 35 kilometers from where I'm sitting right now.
okay, okay,
So it would be a good idea to have this in Kilimanjaro region.
okay,
The first part we can do it, we can have it because I already created this itinerary, kind of itinerary, like a 7 days kind of itinerary. Some people will be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro to the summit.
okay,
Some other people will be doing it just to the half of it, not to the very top. And so much more can be doing it just for like 3 days, like I mean 2 nights on the mountain, and then they
okay,
come back just to enjoy the weather up there. Difference, some who doesn't feel that they are not well prepared, they can just do like just the half of it. And some other much more can be climbing Kilimanjaro just for a day trip, just a 1 day trip up to the first camp. It will
okay,
be a full about 9 hours uh, going up and coming back. So this is like, it's something very special then we can have. So I already created this kind of itineraries in different categories.
okay,
So the first bunch of group will be doing 6 days.
okay,
This we call it full route to the summit, like
okay,
the full route to the summit. They climb from the base to the top, and then they come
okay,
back.
okay,
When this bunch leave, when they start climbing, after 2 days, the other group will be also going up, so they can meet these guys who are coming down, because it's the same route down. So Miss Tyron, do you hear me?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. So your video went off, I think. Maybe, but it's okay. So the first bunch 6 days, the second 4 days, uh, third bunch of group 3 days, and then the others 2 days and 1 day. So it's like categorizing the big groups of people, but having them in different itineraries. So all of these guys will be meeting on the last day at the base of the mountain. Those doing 6 days up to the summit, when they came back, they will meet. So it's like going up. The first bunch will be, let's say, 50 people or 100, whatever. The other group maybe 200, whatever. The other guys maybe something, maybe more. So at the base of the mountain will be so much people. Maybe that will reflect to real celebration. And then we have because we have very good certificates for them, and then we can have some other souvenirs for them to take home, medals. Some we can create all the kind of souvenirs for them to take home. And so this is the first idea, and then they can have a night accommodation right in Moshi, and then after that, Moshi is the name of the city, this town close to Kilimanjaro. So then I suggest that we take all this group of people who did Kilimanjaro, and even the others who can join. We take them to Ngorongoro.
Okay.
There's a Ngorongoro crater. Have you heard of it?
Okay.
Ngorongoro crater,
Okay.
the largest volcanic caldera in the world.
Okay.
This is also known as African Garden of Eden.
Wow. Wow.
So,
May,
so we
may,
can take them to that place, and then they can also visit the Olduvai Gorge. Have you heard of
okay.
it? Olduvai Gorge. That
Okay. Okay.
is yeah,
Well,
the historical.
I think we need to provide to you what our agenda is anticipated to be. So I'm not going to, at this point, I wanted to, Mr. Gay, you want to chime in? I think you've heard what he has. Now, this was not planned about a Kibalon. This is how they had planned to do their original event.
Yes, I even wanted to ask, like, if in case we are expecting, let's say, like 10,000 people, how is he going to arrange their participation in this mountain, Kilimanjaro? And the other thing also is, I was very happy to hear the other side he just mentioned, Ngorongoro, where he said that it is said as the Garden of Eden. So that I think it is synchronized with exactly what we are trying to do here. My other question is if there are some more historical sites like that have connected to the Black roots, in Tanzania, because it will be important as well for our guests to be able to reach to these points as well, because it's have to do along with exploring as well, taking back what we own, and in order to do this, we must be in the position to identify our roots, where we came from, where we belong, So I think we can synchronize his package together with what we have, and by the end of the day, we can be able to place a very good itinerary, when it comes to the celebration. So I am also asking, uh, if there is a big venue, a big space, because in this festival, we are also trying to introduce a platform for Black producers, to come and display their products, because we want to create the market for the Black people, whereby all Blacks who are into this entrepreneurship, creating, producing products, can also come with our artisans who are creating sculptures, painting, and other kind of artworks to also come and participate. So it's going to be a long, like for the entire period of the celebration, all these booths will be there, and the people will come, occupy the booths, and display their products. So do you have a venue that can, let's say, accommodate, let's say, about 5,000 people?
There's a venue that can accommodate even 500,000 people. It's a
Perfect.
big venue that's been used for a lot of bigger events like Kilimanjaro International Marathon, one of the largest marathon in Africa. It's annually happening in Moshi. Uh, if you can Google, you see that venue is perfectly uh, ideal place. Ideal. It's even the views of Kilimanjaro from the venue, from the grounds. It's very beautiful views of Kilimanjaro, and it's safe. It's very so even so about accommodating people, don't worry about it. And as I Kilimanjaro has this the city where I'm living, it's called Moshi, so it's a touristic city. So there's a lot of lodges and hotels of the tourist standard, so they can have the accommodation. It's plenty. They
Okay.
can.
And
I have a question. I'm thinking about people who are of the diaspora and who come who may not be physically capable of participating in hiking. With what you're suggesting, would there be alternatives available on, that doesn't involve hiking, but that's still outdoor and, where people can still do tours? So you can have maybe some people who want to hike, some people who want
Okay,
to do other things.
perfect. Can I answer this? Yes. So there's some other activities to be, the other people who are not hiking the mountain, they can be attending some other activities. There is a historical place where in 1866 there was a slave market around in historical, because Tanzania was the route from the west, some of the parts of the western and central African countries. The route of the slaves were taken to Dar es Salaam, which is the largest city of the country, to the port. And there's the place called Bagamoyo, quite famous. Just before they were transferred, some of them to Zanzibar and some others to South America, to America, to Barbados and all that. So Tanzania is like the gateway, because we have through the Indian Ocean, because the Indian Ocean, from Dar es Salaam to all the way to Mtwara, south of the country. So there's a route, particularly this will be good for some of these people from who are coming home. We say, you guys who are living in America, the Al-Kebulani people are coming home, so they can see how the ancients who went the route they went through. And it's a very it will be ideal to visit these places. There's in Moshi, right here in Moshi, there was like a court, the old one in around 1860s. So actually, where they hanged one of the chiefs called Chief Meli. Chief Meli, if you can Google him, you will see his name. The colonizers, they killed him. It's another very nice place to visit. Some groups can be visiting these places because nowadays they build it in a way that you can see the old place where they were giving the judgments to some people, and some of them who are not. So it's a bit sad to see, but but the history is the history. So you have to be. So they will enjoy, hopefully, to see this. And also there is another best activities to be doing it. Coffee. Most of the people drink coffee, but there's a good history about how coffee arrived in Kilimanjaro. And so they can do coffee tour. They can do the visiting historical places like this of slave market. They can visit. A hot spring. There's a hot spring where its water comes through the volcanic of Kilimanjaro. So most of the people who just finished climbing Kilimanjaro, they prefer swimming there. It's kind of warm water, it's not that much hot, but it's kind of warm water to swim there. It's clean. It's like a river stream. Naturally, it was not made by any man, it's just
Okay.
natural.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
so a lot of things to
Yeah.
see.
We have to look at all aspects of the possibilities that can exist. So we need
Yeah.
to have, for information purposes, the type of medical facility, should there be an emergency or a need to have would-be visitors to be treated for specific problems. We'll need to get that kind of information from you as well, okay? And I'm
Yes.
sure, like most places, you guys got all kind of places you can eat at, either vendors, et cetera. So that's going to be something we need to look at. So you can kind of envision by what the CEO stated about 10,000 people. That's a lot of people to convene anywhere at any time. We expect as each year forward that this celebration is going to grow and get even bigger. We have to think that way. We can't think small. Okay.
Yeah, that's very good.
Right. Mr. Gay, you had something to say. Go on, please.
Yes. The other question I want to ask is, how will your government see this proposal, like during the first ceremony in Tanzania?
Yeah, my government will like it. They'll be more than happy, because even when we missed this year's event for Africa Day, as I said before, we were planning, me and Aubrey. They were eagerly waiting, but then so if we start arranging it from now, because if we start arranging from now, that means we'll have to register it here and have it in the calendar as one of the events happening in Tanzania, and then see as well the support from the government that we can get. Because the venue is the venue that's it's like a stadium, so we have to reserve it for the dates that will be using it.
Okay. Then that means that the government will also help in the security aspect of the celebration, because this is very important. The security.
Yes, it is very yeah. And also the tourism. This is also going to boost the Tanzanian tourism as well. So the government will really appreciate.
Absolutely.
We can see how we can also invite some government high ranks, like even president, maybe, if we start arranging it.
At the opening ceremony, we will be grateful if we can have the president himself, because he is the right person who should be there, when it comes to big events happening in the continent. So I guess understanding the scope of the initiative, the president and his minister of tourism and culture should definitely be the diplomats who will expect there, to talk on behalf of Tanzania, on behalf of the African integration together with the diasporans, and the like. So it will be important if definitely the president will be in position to come and do the opening ceremony with us. And what are the mode of transportation in the country?
The module, there's a planes we can use. There's a planes we can use. You arrive, of course, by planes here, and then there's say flying from Kilimanjaro International Airport. We have just about 45 kilometers from Moshi town. There is an international airport, and then from there we can use buses to the venues.
Okay.
Yeah, just the buses. There's plenty buses around here, so we can use them. And a lot of bigger events happening here, so it's not a really new thing, but this is a new one. This is the new thing, because it's about putting Al Kibulani people together. So this is it's something that will be so unique and
So
attractive.
let's get into the buses. Um, Anticipating a large crowd, we need the preparation of the owners of the buses, of the companies who are operating the buses, to be aware of that. So they can give some, I wouldn't say preferential treatment, but to ensure that they have adequate available transportation. Should we get the number of people spoken of earlier by Mr. Gay, that would be appreciative. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we are not definitely expecting these country buses. It should be really very good standard buses that can be able to host our people with Wi-Fi and other necessary logistics we will need. So I guess I understand little about Tanzania. That was the fall of John Markovili. He was a great president, and I understand that he was doing very great developments there. I even understood that there is a railway built there, and there are some great developments he did. So, and what I don't understand is with the present president, wow, but with John Markovili, oh, I cried when
Oh,
that guy passed out.
President Magufuli, oh yeah, he passed away about 4 years ago, yeah. So
I cried loud when he passed out.
oh yeah, that man was very, very good.
So I think all these logistics should be put into consideration. And the other thing also is the print media and the electronics media as well, together with the social media. We will need them also to be active into this because we need a very good marketing and promotional strategy.
Okay.
This
Yeah, we
event,
have this. We can, yeah, we'll have to use.
inside Tanzania and
Yeah, we have to
yes,
use
carry on.
social medias to advertise. We have to use televisions and radio stations around here. We have to, yeah. So this is going to work.
Now, let me say something. Accommodation, facilities, hotel, restaurants, etc. Maybe some of the main hotels that are there, motels, etc. We need to get the names of the managers, owners, or whatever, because I want to negotiate with them to make
Okay.
them aware that you got a windfall getting ready to happen. And I want to make sure that they give our participants a fairly decent price, less than their regular price. If, for instance, if the hotel current accommodation may be 40 or 60%, if we're talking about being 100%, they're going to make a lot of money on volume. Okay. So
Yes.
I want that to be part of the lure that people around the world will say we get a better price participating in this event. Money is everything with everybody. Let's not dismiss that. And but we want people to make money too, by all means. But we want to do something that is very meaningful, that brings people together economically. A lot of people can't afford it. We got that. But understand that the day of the celebration, week thereof, we're trying to develop right now a website where we can platform that around the whole world. So that will give exposure to Tanzania in ways in which you never would have had that. Now, I'm not going to say that we'll be able to penetrate. Audrey, I think you told me there's 2.9 billion people, melanated people on the earth. I know there's 1.4 billion on the continent as it stands today. 40 million in America, 110 million south of Brazil. And then they're spotted out in different parts of different nations, from China, Japan, Russia, Australia. We're going to point blank, in effect, reach all of those people over time. Okay? So, because of the significance of this celebration, I guess you can endear that now as you hear how we're speaking. So it's going to happen. So the news media is going to be key. We want other parts of the world, Australia, to look at a newscast coming from Tanzania during that celebration week. We wanted to pique curiosity. What is this celebration all about? That curiosity peak and controversy. It's one of the biggest things I'm looking for. I want controversy to evolve, debates. Because at this moment right now in America, there's some that are saying that America had the original people on the earth. I'm not going to get into that debate. But we want to pull people in from all walks of life, melanated people. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be other races that's going to participate as well, in time and overtime. Okay. So we got a lot that we want to accomplish. And Mr. Gay reminded me that, time is of the essence, and that's very true. But finding our first destination place is key. So our whole discussion is being recorded today in case you need to go back for records and notes. So you can look at how you're going to be able to get these things done. By the way, do you have other people that will be working with you so you won't have all of this on your shoulders by yourself? Do you have other people that's going to assist you?
You mean?
Yeah.
Okay, the other people that can assist me here?
Yeah, because look, we're talking about a whole lot of different things.
Yeah.
Transportation necessities, medical availabilities, hotel, your
Yes,
government, your news media. So you got ways you can get. Okay.
Yeah, I can organize all this because it's easy. There's starting from the picking the people from the airport and all that. I have
great. Okay.
all this can be organized really very easily. I'm in tourism industry for more than 25 years, so I know.
Well, this is your cup of tea
tourism.
then.
That's a great
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
I own a tour company here, so I have a good connections with all the hotels and restaurants and all that. I have a very
And
good connections.
we can have a deal with your tour company.
Sure.
Okay, absolutely.
So
Now,
even
what I will tax you with is to write down your proposal, like what you have already defined here. You write it down, then you send it to us so that we can group it in line with what we already have to come up with the final document when it comes to the celebration next year.
Okay.
Verdi, this is down your lane, right? Are you still on?
I'm still here.
Yeah. Mr. Gay, Verdi is going to be the one with the host city determination. So so we can't do it all as well. So and I asked her if she will. Verdi has tremendous expertise, getting ready to become a lawyer eventually, right, Verdi?
Yes.
Well, see, you might
started. It's like the first trimester of law school.
Oh my God. Well, listen, just think one day if you can take control of all the legal matters that will be involved with Akivalon Global. This will be your pet peeve. So maybe by the mere fact of fate, you're coming at the right time and things are going to happen at the right time. So one day your little son can say, my mommy is over all of that legal stuff. So, sir, I'm sorry, Mr.
So then,
Seafeld.
Body is likely that March or April, I and you should be in Tanzania to do some feasibility studies on the ground.
You're most welcome to Tanzania. Anytime you can just come.
Okay, noted.
Thank you.
Yes, you have to come and I'll take you around. I'll take you in all the corners of Tanzania.
It's very necessary.
Yeah, because we need to do the pre-inspection before we can do our final plans.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
I love all
Uh,
of this, guys. I just love it. And Mr. Patmore, you're mighty quiet. I know you're listening. Open up and speak. Take out that speak up, sir, if you will.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I have to first and foremost apologize for my lateness. I had an issue with my son at school, so I had to handle that very quickly.
No, that's important, brother.
Unexpected emergency.
Is he
Uh,
okay now?
oh yeah, he's great.
Okay.
He gave me his report. Can I get to see Miss Sina and Mr. Gay's face for 1 second, please?
Guys, could you cut on your
Video.
Yes.
yeah. Mr. Gay, you just speaker only and he's wanting to see your face. And Birdie?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do my virtual
That's
physical
me.
thing. If you don't mind, of course.
You seen me?
Yes, I can see you.
All
All
right.
right. You've
Big
identified.
salute to you.
Good afternoon. You've identified what I suspected based on a quick research of you.
What?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You saying they're
Appreciate
researching
it.
people,
And
Audrey?
yeah, I do that very, very quickly. You know, being in a management capacity in the Unified Court System of New York has given me a certain mentality regarding relationship building. Huh?
Okay.
And my grandmother left me a little note to say, whenever you are having a meeting, look people in the face.
Mhm.
I think I see you.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Messina, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I said I'm not prepared. My hair is like wrapped up.
Don't worry about that. We're all beautiful.
I agree. Hold on. All right. Can you see me?
Oh, yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. Oh,
Nice to meet you.
okay, yes, you have a great personality
See,
and you will become a heavy-duty lawyer.
see see that beautiful face? Trust me.
Yes,
I don't know how I knew it, but I felt it when the first time she and I had a discussion, and she pushed back on me. I said, "Whoa, wow! I got to make sure I keep a relationship with her." And
yeah.
Mhm.
Verdi, that was the conversation we had about skin bleaching and wigs and all those kind of things, if you might recall.
Oh yeah, because I support wig wearing, and I think that doesn't take away
Yeah,
from
yeah.
yes.
But
But yeah, I remember that discussion.
yeah, but in essence, I became a fan of yours at that time, and I thank you. And that's why we're talking now. Okay. But Mr. Patmore, I didn't mean to stop you. Go on, please.
Oh, no, no. I'm glad I had the opportunity to listen. And matter of fact, I think that's one of the most gifted things you can do when you have conversations with people. Listen with intention and understanding. And so the continent is very important to me historically and now. And I've been in a mentorship relationship with Sophia for almost a decade. Is it a decade?
yeah, almost almost a decade now.
I mean, you guys are
Trying to,
old.
yeah, that's right. Trying to make things happen. And I was kind of pushed into the continent based on family history. But what I realized is that in the here and now, based on timing and what is going on with the evolution of the world, the continent is still the most gifted approach to change. And we need to be the participants who understand the art of being change agents to allow our culture, the behavioral mechanics of who we are, to perpetuate the earth as it should have been in the first place.
Yes.
When we speak of the world, we have to think about how the landmass commenced its conversation with us as procreators. And this Africa meetup, the link up that we were having when you came to me, Mr. McLean, and our meeting was quite organic in terms of how it took place. Sophia and I had been in discussion for many, many months on how we were going to create our program. And what I'm hearing based on what I heard in terms of the logistical aspirations and all of the other cognitive pieces, I think it is good for us to plug and play everything that we have in place right now and build it out. When we speak of Safiel, he's a very humble guy, but a very Guinness Book of Records type of person. And I said to him, there are two things I want from you. One is let the people know how many times you've climbed the tallest freestanding mountain in the world. That is an accomplishment that not everybody can do. But he's so humble, he wants to keep it quiet, you know. But for the purpose of this meeting and for what we want to do, yes, in terms of human capital value and the merge of that value on the continent on this particular day, we need to be very cognizant of the needs and wants of the people who will come. So I had a very good opportunity to listen to the gestation of what is needed. Sifiel already led Interpol on the mountain and some other groups, little young people, old people, in between people. He's very gifted and knowledgeable in terms of what he does, how he does what he does as a travel expert. And I have a lot of respect for what he's going to do. That is one of the reasons I wanted for this meeting to convene so that we can come together and understand who is in the room, the value proposition that is going on, and what the next steps are. Because as we speak right now, we are on focus in terms of empowering the continent and the people as it relates to the things that make us do what we do. And this is why we have the Pan African Global Trade and Investment Conference coming up in a couple of weeks in Delaware. And we have all of the key central figures of our history as a part of that program, or should I say, the family members of the people who are part of that, and I'll share that flyer with you guys a little later. But as we move, the question becomes this: are we going to do a conference or are we going to do a summit? Because the most important difference is that when we are coming together for training and development, a lot of us have training and development. When we come together to be very strategic in terms of our application of implementing strategic plans as a team, is that what we really want the outcome to look like? And that's my question to all of us in the room, because that is my mainstay for what I do, I'm very interested in experiential education, training, and development, but lifestyle driven through the outcomes that we seek. And I see this conference happening forthwith, not when we get to the mountain or when we get to Tanzania. I see all of the behavioral mechanics taking place in the now. Plug and play, if you will, as I use that term most frequently in my speeches. Okay, that's my piece of the apple pie, as you would say.
Oh, that's a damn apple pie in
Yeah,
itself, not a piece.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. You remind me definitely because that is also part of the program. We need to have a conference whereby we are bringing in the Pan-African leaders to come and give lectures, and to come up with other relevant topics that is deemed necessary for the Black people around the world. So thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, a good thing to do, I believe that the event that's coming up will have plug and play, and you should be presented as the people who you are doing what you do, so that as a part of that coming together, it is clear who is in the room. I think it's very important for people to understand who they're talking to and then what the next steps are going to be after we leave that particular venue. So if that venue is a combination of that hotel room for September the 17th to the 20th, what happens next inside of our wheelhouse, our world, and the Genesis project that represents what we have here in this country as HBCUs? How do we tell those students it's time to rise up and save your money, spend your money, commit to a membership economy to grow what we are trying to do? In other words, if we create a program, and it's very interesting that I get a lot of authors who are quite well to do who reach out to me and share their volumes of books and understanding. And one of the things that I held on to was a book that was gifted to me from one of the pioneering leaders across the United States for all the major corporations. And her PR publicist called me and said, My client wants you to have this book for you to read, even if you don't have an interview with her. I found that to be one of the most boldest communication pieces I've ever received in my life. When I read the book, I realized that she was right. And one thing that she said, people are very afraid to do things in group because everybody has a public agenda and then there's a private agenda. In that dual moment, what do we seek to do? Make sure that the public agenda is fulfilled and then fall back to look at what our private agenda is. Because if we know that the goal is to get this event off and running, then we focus on that and then have that membership economy come to bear fruit as part of what we're doing daily, weekly, monthly into the year and beyond, because that will build a fiscal structure for what we're trying to do. And it becomes an organically growing money tree. And that is something that I'm going to speak more about as I move forward. Of course, Tyrone had the opportunity to meet me at my festival here in Cobb, and he was deliciously enjoying every element of it because it's about the same things that I'm talking about. And he has had the opportunity to meet up with some people. But what we do differently is that each and every day we communicate with everyone, even if it's good morning, hello, how are you? Because that relationship is sustained over a 52-week period so that when we come into the room, we can hug and respect and honor each other because we understand that there's a caring program in place. And that's what we need now more than anything else because of the timing, the environment in which we live right now. And it's not just local, it's international. As a matter of fact, I'm from Barbados as an example. And everybody hears Barbados, they hear Rihanna. But one of the things that I want to say to you in this room right now is that that whole understanding comes as a part of the peak performance for what created African American or Black in terms of who we are. All right. So it is important that we continue in this vein and work cohesively to get to know each other better as we move forward to see how the plug and play will work and how it will benefit everyone. I yield the floor back to everyone.
Thank you so much.
Verdi has to leave, by the way, everyone. Verdi has to take a leave, so just understand that. She was under the weather. Go on.
I'm not. Well, I think I have malaria, so I just need to go and check.
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Oh boy.
Take care of yourself, Mom.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Much love to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, as Aubrey was saying, sorry guys, can I just quickly explain about me climbing Kilimanjaro? I did Kilimanjaro 270 times.
200 and what?
70 times to the summit.
I haven't been to my bathroom that many times. Oh my God, amazing. Congratulations, sir.
The plan is to complete at least 300.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just before we leave, I also wrote the book, which is about to be, I'm not sure if you can see it.
Yes, in part I can, yeah. It's visible and then it goes away. But anyways.
Because of this, maybe, okay.
Yeah, better.
This is just the sample. It's better now?
Yes. Yeah, it's fine.
So, yeah. So when is the next meeting? Are we having maybe schedule of like weekly meetings or what?
Well, here's the thing. Right now, we have developed a group on Facebook. Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, good. I want you to be a part of a Kibalon Global. So you can be a part of that.
Okay.
We are, and I would reiterate what I've been told, and it's absolutely true. We are somewhat behind the 8 ball. So we got to first meet with our main core people, advise them of this discussion and other things that we're working on. we have different individuals that's going to take different committee positions. So we need to finalize those persons so we can get the whole organic matter in place so we can move forward. But
Okay.
Mr. Gay, what are your thoughts, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intercede there, but I wanted to say that. Mr. Gay?
Right, but like I will, yes, it's good to invite him to be part of the executive that is around this project. And also, I think from now we should be having meetings at least every 1 week or every 2 weeks, to update each other on the development from the ground in Tanzania, because we don't have enough time now. Like I said, this is intended to be hosted in July, and that is just next door. So we don't have time now. We have to do what we have to do, then to be able to make all the logistics available before the day of the celebration. So I will have recommend if we can have this at least every 2 weeks, to be to the reporting meeting, like to update us from what we developed so far, and also to do another planning for the next week.
Is that okay with you, sir?
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay with me. No
Okay.
problem. I can
All
also maybe do some. I can maybe write a kind of an itinerary, like putting it in the schedules. Like, would you be okay with something like the program, writing the program, and then we can discuss it together. What do you think?
Yes, of course, we need that. We need that to incorporate it in what we have to come up with a masterpiece.
Mr. Gay, don't you think we need to give him what our menu is that we're working on so he can look at it and do accordingly? Hold on just a second.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. By the way, Mr. Seville, if I mispronounce your name, as I stated earlier, forgive me. I'm terrible about that because I call my wife all the time honey because I don't even know her name. So just get used to me being who I am. But I just sent you a Facebook invite, so I need you to accept that when you get chance. And then I can thereby invite you to join the group that you have been referenced to, okay?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then we will keep in touch.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Uh,
Okay.
Are you there, Terry?
yeah, I'm still here. Still here. I'm sorry, I was going through some Facebook stuff, trying to get him set up and everything. But I look, guys, this is very organically coming together. Uh, and I think as we work through all of the would-be tying the knots, putting dots over the I's and crossing the T's, I think it's going to be a very successful celebration. We are going to need some financial backers, by the way. I do have a person who has stated he would do so. So I'm going to put that to the mark. Mr. Gay, we'll have a separate conversation about that because we do have some structural organization costs that need to take place.
Right.
And I'm still waiting to hear from, by the way, this is a separate discussion, but a little part of it. I'm still waiting to hear from Asha about having the offshore business in Dubai. But we'll see how that works out. Mr. Gay, I will send to you a copy of the address for Keep Along Global. That would be in Ghana. Okay.
Okay. Thank
All
you so
right.
much. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. Very good. Guys, I'm very tickled to death. And it's so great to have what I think is who we are coming together as for who we are. And by the way, I'll tell you guys this. This is the reality. When I first developed the Facebook group, people from all over Africa and America was joining the group. It's not big, but it is a group within itself. And one guy from Nigeria, he saw me. He looked at me and said, "You're a white man." And I couldn't help but laugh because he was insistent. "No, you're white." I said, "Excuse me, brother." I said, "You need to know what it was to put your ass on one of them ships that was brought over here into this country and see what how you can reframe your thoughts. You got to understand what happened to people like myself and thousands of other people. We do have a different skin tone over here, and but don't call me a damn you know what man. I'm not that. But the point is, when we come together, and we're going to have some people that's going to be involved that you're going to say they are white, but they're not, and they know that. But this will give them a sense of pride for those who look down upon themselves because they feel like they were dark and not to be accepted, or those who thought of themselves being light and being better. When we get the total connection of a Kibalon and the understanding of what it means to be made in the likeness of the Creator, we'll thereby come to understand that if the first humans were melanated, how in the hell could the son of the Creator be white? A Kibalon would allow us to tackle all these falsified things that has happened through centuries. A lot of us have come to believe that we are less than, or angels, for instance, are white. That's a lie. But in essence, in Kibalon celebration is going to be a part of sex empowerment in such ways that has not happened before. So I'm happy that we're doing what we're doing. I'm happy that we're meeting today. And as you guys stated, more will be coming. Okay. I didn't want to finalize
Okay,
things.
bro.
If you guys
Yeah,
got a concluding statement, it's up to you guys.
it was good to meet all of you in terms of the first time with Mr. Gay and the young lady who left,
Verdi, yes.
Verdi,
Yeah.
right? And I'll share some more information on me so they both can get to know me a little better.
Okay.
And
Uh,
we can,
Nice meeting you too.
yeah, like I said, I would be setting up a WhatsApp group, or Tyrone, if you want to go ahead and do that, you can do it also.
I'm not good at the
And
WhatsApp thing, so if you will, I would appreciate it.
so I'll get Mr. Gay's number
Verdi,
and
I can provide that to you.
Verdi,
Yeah.
Verdi also, and
Yeah.
then we'll set it up and set it off.
Okay, man.
And
And
all
as
right.
you and I talked about, I'm gonna get your butt on the golf course. Don't laugh.
I know how to swipe. I know how to swipe the ball, man.
Okay. We'll see about all that.
Oh yeah, it's like cricket.
Cricket, I never played that. I've seen it. Well, everyone, Mrs. Sefiel,
Rafael.
Sefales, okay. See, I told you don't get upset, and I'm not going to call you honey because that's my wife's name.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mr. Gay, I'm very grateful that your time permitted you to be on, and I know it's about 9 o'clock your time in Tanzania. But we're now on the bus, so let's have a fun ride until we get off of it, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you,
sounds
brother.
good.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. All right, take care.
Be
Okay.
blessed. All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah,
Thank you.
blessed.
Stay blessed.
It was power to us.